Well, lambing 2025 is now underway. We're well underway with lambing now. About 2 weeks in, another 2 weeks to go with a handful of yearling hoggets left to go. So the majority of ewes have lambed at this point. It's gone pretty well, but we do have higher mortality this year, I suspect, than last year. And it's this time it's not actually weather related. So we've had a couple of problems. A couple of ewes have lambed, stillborn lambs, and I've been observing as that process has happened, and it seems that some of the ewes just lamb them really slowly and they get caught, and some of the lambs suffocate when they're born, so the ewe is not attentive enough. So I'll be culling pretty harshly based on performance this year. We've had some new issues for the first time. We've had 2 prolapses. One unfortunately resulted in the loss of a ewe, which I've only ever lost 1 ewe before. In the first year we started. The other prolapse, that sheep lambed just fine first one, and I had a mummified lamb in the second, and then prolapse shortly after. And I'm really thankful to a very good neighbour of ours who put that prolapse back in, and that ewe is still rearing a lovely single lamb, but she will be culled at the end of this season. The lambs that are alive are doing pretty well. We had 3 different rams go out, so 3 different types of lambs, I guess. One ram in particular is showing higher survivability, but I suspect that's just due to the ewes that he was with. One of the issues this year is with the kinder weather and better grass growth. We're getting bigger lambs, and this is particularly affecting yearling hoggets. We lost one that unfortunately couldn't lamb it. I got it out, but it was stuck at the shoulder, and it died. There was another few that I've had to just give a slight assistance to. Normally just pulling a leg or 2 out, and they lamb then, but some pretty big lambs in those singles. We're talking kind of 5 kilo plus. The one that died was 5.7 kilos, which is quite big for the size ewe that was with. So what I've done there is I've taken out the singles from the main group. I'm still learning, and I'm quite open to showing my learning on the channel, but I put them on a restricted diet, just into a field with less clover, and really tighten them up, and that seems to be resolving the bigger lambs. They're just not getting to be as big. The last one I lambed yesterday with minimal assistance, but still assistance, was 5.2 kilos. So really good weights, but I'm just having to be careful that the weights aren't too big. All of the older ewes have pretty much lambed themselves, which is really what I want. Any that haven't and are not being attentive enough, I'm just going to cull this year. I'm really trying to build a very good flock of highly maternal sheep that just get on with the job themselves, and a big part of that is recording that data. I'm recording with Sheep Ireland, but I also record separate notes. I record through the Select Sheepware, so kudos to George for developing that, and it gives a bit more detail, so I can record comments and add more colour, I guess, to what I see in the ground that maybe isn't reflected yet in the Sheep Ireland Lamb Plus programme. And I'm aware I share a lot of the problems I have, not in the, not that the flock is performing badly, but I think it's important as breeders to be honest about things so that we can improve. I know that's not always been the case with different breeds, but at least here I want to be very honest with both folks that come to the farm to buy breeding stock, but honest with myself, because I need to improve the flock and keep pushing on for that next step, and hopefully creating the ultimate sheep going forward. So yeah, looking forward to this journey, and I hope you come along with me, and feel free to ask any questions. I'm still learning, but I'd love to hear from you. All right, take care, bye.